Alright, sim session sim day. I think so. I'll make another video after this and then we'll end up the session. So, vandalism. Received a frightening call from the local cathedral. This morning, the abbot discovered that someone entered the old cemetery during the night. The old yard stones are painted with satanic symbols, and some have been broken into pieces. It seems they have even marked from a shovel, but abbot would say no more. Let's get you, and since the oldies last day, so why not? Let's send you both. Let's send you both. We just be waiting for calls here. AT star, another vandalism. Businessman Harley Jones looking out of his window saw teenagers scratching offensive slogans on his car. What's with vandalism everywhere? What the heck? I said two of you. Hmm. Okay, report on vandalism is here. Ah, come on. I see you're kidding me. Eldesburg, a waitress named Neela reported that she just served a chicken Eddie and Diet Coke to a dangerous criminal who she seen on television just this morning. He's sitting at a window eating burger. What, I guess? I just don't want to send a 400 guy over there. Whatever. If it's a dangerous criminal, I'll send a 400 guy over there. Alright, what are you? Please, come on. Come on, what's with our high-ranking officers? Why are they making mistakes like that? Come on, you are a high-ranking officers. Don't make mistakes like that. 1210 complete. Are you seriously kidding me? Are you seriously kidding me? What's this one? My bouncers, by Mr. Boyd, my bouncer stuffed himself with Mexican food again, and now he can't get off the can. Meantime, the line outside the club is stretching around the block. We need someone outside who can tell the guys, cool guys from the punks. Why don't you do that? I'm not sending my best guy over there. I don't think so that does much. Does it? I'm not sure. But I'm sending a decent enough guy, like below average guy. An anonymous call just came in. A clown carrying balloons at a skating rink is selling crack to teen. I feel like that's a false call, so I'ma just send my low rank, my boat of my oldies there. I feel like that's a false call, so I'ma send my oldies there. 411 in progress. In one night, I pulled it more. What the hell? Well, whatever. A naked man carrying a canister of gasoline has threatened to set himself on fire unless his favorite chewing gum becomes popular. What kind of cases do you guys have here? Like the heck, dude? What kind of bullshit do you guys go through here? Like that has to be some straight A bullshit, right? Like what the heck? Oh right, I can recruit another guy, so why not? Shift A, right? So the person who left for, yeah, let's go for shift A then. She left for money, so alright, so I think so the cases will still complete. Looks like we have a situation here. As police arrive, a clown is seen making balloon animals for the kids. Cut up in a raincoat and pretend to be an illicit. Carefully watch the clown from the stands. Yeah, let's do that. 11:11. Well, at least they are our oldies, so whatever. Finally, at least we caught somebody. I'm glad at least we caught somebody. I think so. That's the end of the day, right? Yeah, there's nothing more left to do. So yeah, shift B is all ready and ready to go. So let's end the day there. Day 4. Robespierre to reveal his identity when the right time appears. Feminist organization denied official registration. Enemies using feminists to destroy Freeburg. Alright.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, but according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots. In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all three of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin. Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
How is he a sim? Like, that's my first question after hearing all that. The whole conversation. Like a hardcore simp or something. Not really sure. That's the impression I got from him. Like, is this some kind of simp or something? I know. basically trigger it. Like we might have an idea on what it gets. I think that that's how it works. Alright. Corey Ramsey, a mother of several children, has expressed her concerns about a suspicious man wearing bicol bifocals seated on bench side beside a playground. He's been watching the children for now an hour and has taken several photographs of them. I think so. I will let that be.
Officer on scene. Looks like we have a situation here.
Interview. Having potential eyewitnesses. Yes, there we go. Nice job. Nice job, everybody. I think so. That's not a case. I'm gonna let that go. I don't think so. That's a case. I feel like that's just like whatever. Because I just don't think so. Like he's been watching the children for over an hour and has been taking several photographs of them. Maybe he's a photographer. That's the reason why. I mean, it got to be a false alarm, right? Uh, uh, it has to be a false alarm. I don't think so. That's any kind of big deal or anything like that. It's a false alarm. I'll go with that.
1210 complete.
It's not a false alarm. Okay. The detectives represent frame different versions of what might have happened at the scene. Alright. They got it wrong. They get it wrong half the time, but a good cop can separate fact from fiction. If they know how to look at the case materials, the more professional the detectives working on an investigation, the better their instinct. To get your suspects, you'll need to figure out the true sequence of events at the crime scene using the frame you can likely. Sometimes there are little guesswork thrown in. If you add it all, but the sequence fails, you'll probably be telling a long story. So here's the thing, right? They say that a drunk witness said that they shot like machine guns, but I didn't see much. But a neighbor said that they only heard muffled shots. So a muffled shot has to be this. I don't trust the drunk witness because he says he didn't see much, right? And I think so. This is I don't remember the car and the neighbor had I never heard a shot. Okay, that I don't believe in that. There's been lots of this one. The police these days don't do anything. I almost died myself. I went to the neighbor to buy some medicines and was nearly hit by some idiot's car. I feel like this statement is right over there. And if I'm correct, this starts off like this. If this starts off like this, he came in, shot, and then this is what happens. You'll have for yourself a suspect. Sometimes there is more than one, but in this case, your detectives have narrowed it down to a single candidate. A known racist who already had several previous convictions. Okay, nice. Okay. Oh, to carry out the arrest, two officers must escort the lead investigator to apprehend the suspect. If the lead investigator is not on duty, the arrest will have to wait. But remember, the fugitives won't sit patiently until your schedule clears up. Also remember, this criminal will act different ways. A frightened thief is all likely to surrender as soon as the game is up. A brutal killer might want to see how many he can take with him. But more dangerous criminals, it's safer to send. Yeah, I'm gonna send a SWAT because there is not much time to run in a day, anyways. And I'm gonna send both of our best officers in there. Let's go with that.
311A in progress.
A bartender reports that couple dancers started fighting over tips. The cat fight broke out, fighting right on the stage. Well, let's send G 3 and then we can just send Caddy alone if there is a call.
311A in progress.
A bartender reported a fight that has broken out between the patron and the bar's bouncer. The man, apparently drunk, had climbed onto the stage while Lucas singer was performing. A singer dude. I don't really understand the rules, so I can't keep tracks very well, but he was alright. Should be a few tricks after the match. I got carried away a little and pulled my back. Think I can take a day off. That's fine. You're doing fine without her anyways. But holy shit, she got a lot of XP in that. She really got a lot of XP with that, not gonna lie.
Officer on scene. Looks like we
Two
have a
strippers are going at
situation.
8 and it's gone beyond arguing to a full-on catfight. The bouncer is fast asleep. Why is the bouncer fast asleep? Clearly too wasted to handle the situation. Duncan patrons are happily watching the fight. Roy service weapon. Continues to fight oblivious of the police presence. Shepherd to separate the girls.
311A
Obvi-
complete.
What? How? Why? Crazy. The heck? There you go. This one is better. Nice. You got something good. My god, Mole. You really are going to be a good detective. Caddy is the only one that's remaining right now. Come back. Still wait for his case. Let's pop up.
311A complete.
Come on. Still kidding me. I think that's fine. Alright, I think that's good. All good, yeah. And we'll end the day with this. We have still got like 10 minutes, so we can do another day over here. Retired police officer Thomas Blaine shoots pregnant woman. Officer Blaine explains that thought she was a suicide bomber. Mayor Rogers said he has no problem with racists.
Why would a man need a barn to store all the stuff you can't bring home? About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn. I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna make a choice here. I mean, why not? Sure.
Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack.
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank. At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in. I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once, sometimes with a little pride even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
Yeah. This game is very interesting. Why? You? Why? I lost a bet and swallowed my car. What kind of excuse? No! You shitty guy. What kind of excuse is that? Okay. Alright. Why not? Just play that song. Alright. Alright, alright. Alright, this is a good time to end the episode of. Next time when we come around though, we are gonna go through this day, I guess, and that's it. Until next time, peace out.